We have some super secret intel already. So game 1 was indeed won by Peter Steenbeke, who drew into his one-off, apparently negate the turn. The second cast of Approach of the Second Sun hit the stack, so narrowly avoiding a loss there, and then came back with an onslaught of creatures. Okay. Let's cut the dramatic music. We're still in the quarterfinals here, people. We're just switching to a different match because the first one was finished so quickly. So let's see how the match between Peter Steenbeke and Sander de Ridder proceeds. Sander being the Sint-Niklaas champion. Sorry about the noise here, but need a little snack. The Sint-Niklaas champion, and Peter being a fixture in the Gent community. The decks are blue-white Approach of the Second Sun versus blue one. Peter Steenbeke with his deck Scarab Blazers, so that should give you an idea of what he's playing. Blue-black, splash white, control, banking on the Scarab God for wins. What? Poobie subscribed with the tier 1, so I completely missed it. I should be getting a notification for that. So, Poobie, thank you very much for the subscription. You're my very first subscriber, so thank you very much. I don't even know what exactly that will mean for me, but I'm really appreciating all the support. Thank you. Okay, in chat, what time does OPG close? Usually between midnight and 2. But let's go back to the game. We have a renegade map for Peter to fix his mana. And a Dusk Legion Zealot. To dig in deeper. Sailor Moon. Yeah, I'm gonna keep calling it Sailor Moon. I don't care. I'm embracing the mistake. For Sanders to stabilize the board, while Peter seems to have a bit of issue developing his side of the table. Sailor coming in. Such a silly sailor. So Gifted Etherborn coming in for Peter, as both these players are just gently settling into the game. No crazy early game offenses between these two decks. It's very much about the mid and the late game for these two players. And setting up a counter war around Approach of the Second Sun will very much be how this match will play out. Gifted Etherborns coming in. Sailor of Memes. No, Sailor Moon. Sailor of Moons. So much better. Sailor Moon. Okay, apparently Sander with that treasure ramped straight into Nezahal Primal Tide. Knows it can be countered, just jams it. A lot less impressive with that Gifted Etherborn on the other side, of course. But at least it will greatly limit what Peter can do. Ravenous Chupacabra eats that thing for breakfast though. But Peter apparently does not have one of his Chupacabras available to him. He is only playing 2 of them. Cloudblazer comes in for Sander to build a commanding board position there. It's not the instant game over position with the Nezahal that it could be, would be against control decks. Again, Ravenous Chupacabra being quite problematic in that regard. But Sander is fighting back from a lost game 1. But looking in a decent position here, even though it takes just a top decked Chupacabra to make things awkward. Let's have a look back at that Nezahal. So it blinks until the end of the next end step when you use the ability. And we have another follower. Lottie Macchiato has hopped on board the Viking longboat. Grab an oar and join the adventure. Okay. Idiot. My headset just came to say goodbye. We ain't done with you yet, boy. Okay. So again, Pooby, if you're still around, thank you for the sub. I'm sorry I can't just appreciate it yet. I made affiliate really recently and I haven't had the time to actually look into what that will mean for me. So cool. Okay, back to the game. Sorry, got distracted. We have a game. It's exciting. Cast Out was played for something. I don't know what for. Yeah, I have no idea what the cast that was played for. But the Siren's Ruse probably prevented whatever that was targeting. Probably the Gifted Etherborn. But I would have drawn a card with Nezahal. So... Okay. Attacking with Nezahal now because he is holding farm. I don't think Peter has any choice. Oh, he has. Goes for the chum block on Nezahal. Don't think. No, he didn't block anything with that Gifted Etherborn. I do wonder what his plan is with that now. Since there's not that much else you can do with it. And we have another follower, Pascal Savio. Welcome, grab an oar, join the adventure. If you have an axe, you can bring it as well, because we need a lot of happy Vikings in this world. Okay, Twilight Prophet. So both people have their card. Oh, no Essence Scatter. Shatters Dreams here. Essence Scat. Ooh. So Peter thought he might have an avenue. Sander went and got rid of that. Strategic planning. before Sander digs him further. And another follower, Ringlord2005, welcome. I hope these notifications aren't just arriving way too late here, since that would be a bit unfortunate. Also, there's going to be a follower giveaway if you also like the Happy Viking on Facebook and you are from Europe. You can win an FNM promo. Fatal Push could be in... No, it's actually a Fatal Push. You win a Fatal Push... well, you get a chance to win a Fatal Push if you like the Facebook page and you are following on Twitch. So everybody go there and win a Fatal Push. Ravenous Chupacabra comes in, the filthy cur goes for the Nessa Hull. Sander still thinking on what he will do, chooses to put it in the graveyard, so not discarding 3 cards, is only holding 3 cards. That'd be a good reason not to discard your entire hand. Fate. Oh, I missed Fatal. Yeah, I was about to say Fatal Push. I was like, but yeah, no, the Fatal Push promo, of course, that you can win. Yeah. Whoopsie. Foil Cloud Blazer for Sander. Hello, Milan Hero. Welcome back. So let's see. Sander is trying to fight back here. Has been fighting quite strongly. Had a Nezahal that finally got taken care of by a Ravenous Chupacabra. And he let the Nezahal die. Welcome, Byron Maiden, on the Viking Lowboat. Grab an oar and join the adventure. That's my catchphrase now. This is completely ad lib. It just sounds good. Grab an oar and join the adventure. Sounds piratey though. Maybe we're Viking pirates. But then again, Vikings are kind of pirates, right? Historically accurate. Not sure what Sander is now discarding cards for something. I have no idea what's going on. 6 mana for... that's the scribe thingy. Scribe of the Mindful. A card that I haven't seen other people play yet. So Scribe of the Mindful, what does it do? Sack it, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. So he gets to recycle spells. It's pretty interesting. Is a chump blocker in the meantime. Gives him a second chance at Approach of the Second Sun. Yep. Okay. That's a cute interaction. Okay, so very nice. Okay. Negate takes care of the Profane Procession. Can't type anymore. Profane Procession. Why am I doing this? Why am I casting? I could have had a break, but instead I'm playing even more. Okay. So I think in the meantime we're going to tune out really quickly because we have another result in the bracket. So in the bracket we have, I believe, the match between Michael Millis and Thijs Wetens. Thijs took the match. It's pretty interesting. So we still have Dylan playing Game 3 for Jelly? Yeah. Dylan and Lars are going to game 3. There's no link, but I can show you the bracket for a little while. So we already have Weten Staes won his first round. Tom de Waal won his first round. We are watching Peter Steenbeek. Oh no, we missed it. No! That's what you get. And I think, yes, I think that Sander took game 2 and that we're going to game 3 right now. Yeah, Sander quickly resetting. Okay, so we have some time to have a look at the bracket here. Zoom, special effects. Oh yeah! So, Bollen Ditten. Dylan Botten is playing a third game against Lars Mewsen. They're entangled in a very tight match. We already saw Tom de Waal take his first match against Renzo Verkoren, and he's waiting for the winner between Sander de Rudder and Peter Steenbeke, who are currently in our feature match. Yeah, we have 2 game 3s going on. Tom is already hopping around here in full of enthusiasm, ready for his next opponent. He's dangerous when he's happy, that guy. Okay, but apparently Tom is in hyper mode because of exhaustion.
The request is chicken salt. It's not agreeing with the bowls.
Aye. Yeah, yesterday evening we had an event in Breden as well, which is why some people might not be as optimal as they are usually. That includes myself. It was way too late. I got to bed at 2 o'clock. Yeah, I was still prepping some stuff for today. I had to edit the overlays. All the good stuff. Yeah, we finished the rotating sponsor logo thingy that I only got that to work at, I think, 11:45 last night. So there's that. I'm gonna get a little more comfortable, so repositioning a little bit. Up and at them, Sander. Sander, you have supporters in the chat. Peter as well, but they're not typing anything. Okay. So let's see. Peter is keeping his opening 7. Hashtag win for Sander, another supporter there. And we're off to the game. I can't type when I'm sitting comfortable though, so that's awkward. Okay, Ringlord. Hey, go Peter! We have a supporter for Peter in the chat as well. But I'm gonna stop distracting them and let them focus on the games now. Just the desk is full of crumbs here. It's horrible. Fun fact: at his first PPTQ, Sander's parents came to cheer him on. That is fucking awesome. Pardon my French. Go Nils! Hey, I have a supporter as well. Thank you very much, Floey. Okay, Gifted Etherborn. As a first aggressive addition to the board, but it looks like Peter might be stuck on lands here. Or just keeping his options open. Evolving Wilds. Nope. He will have access to his second color. Cycles, countervailing winds. To dig, gets Sailor Moon. I'm gonna have to look for the button for Sailor Moon. Instead of the Sailor Moon tune, you're getting a little bit of Kaylee Ray Jepsen. That's not the no. Where is she? Where is she? Here she is. And okay. Peter has to go. Mismatch basics are a big no-no, expected to be banned in the next iteration of the MTR. I agree, unless the mismatching happens with Beta Islands, which is going on in Dylan Bolton's deck. Gifted Etherborn coming in. We have another Renegade map for Peter. No bumping into the tent. Hashtag Team Niels. Okay. Okay, so we're in game 3 here. The quarterfinals of the Gentry Open. Things are getting quite heated. Let's have a look back at the other bracket. Dace Batens and Tom de Waal have already secured their spots in the semi-finals, and we are waiting for the outcome of this match and the match between Lars and Dylan still. Farm. I hate looking for this card because it made me scroll through a bunch of stuff. I will attempt to get rid of Gifted Etherborn. Ciao, baby. As Peter dumps another Zealot on the table. I'm so sick and tired of seeing that guy. Why is he so purple and why does he look so awkward? Like, bleh. I've seen him too much today. Sander passing the turn. He can afford to wait. I can't talk anymore, people. This 8 rounds straight of casting is way too long. He can afford to wait. Has the better late game. Ravenous Chupacabra coming out for Peter. Opt in response. Opt is another one that's horrible to look for because you get everything that has a Topter in it gets found by an Opt. And we have Supreme Will.
Oh my god, Duke is so softer than Fluffy Cat.
So Supreme Will takes out the Chupacabra just to keep Sailor of Means alive here. Really important to stay on the board. So we have another Scribe. Scribe of the Mindful. For Sander. Ready to rebuy something and actually maybe even put some pressure on the table because well, not pressure, but it still gets really awkward if he starts attacking into multiple Zealots. It's like a single Zealot doesn't do much, but multiple Zealots, they start trading for stuff. Oh, 3 Zealots, yeah, sure, why not? Dusk Legion Zealot number 3 for Sander, for Peter. Can't really put pressure with that, but really good at deterring Sander from poking in. It's good that streams don't have smell yet. I've been neglecting chat. Yes, that's me. Wait, did he also force you to cheer for him? Hashtag Team Nils. Yeah, that's me. I'm his dad. His dad. I agree. Now that I've seen Peter's basic, I take back my earlier support. Go, Peter. So Pascal Savio, you are my dad. Huh. I'm wondering now if you're actually my father, because that would be pretty crazy, or if who made me level 1? That was French level 3 judge. Jesus, I forgot who. Sander's dad. Sander's dad? I don't know. I've lost track. Back to the game. Dusk Legion Zealots, lots of them. Supreme Will to dig. Yeah, Dusk Supreme Will to dig. Oh, I see something peeking there that might influence this game big time.
Dus de regional PPTQ is vroeger gedaan dan dit.
Maar is ook vroeger begonnen. Okay, Cloud Blazer voor Sander de Rudder. Who won the RPTQ?
Maar top 4 is belangrijker, hè?
Ja, maar ja.
Naast is Branco en Bram Heubers. 3 van de 4 spots zijn België.
Nice. So 3 Belgians secure a spot at the RPTQ. That's pretty crazy. Jesus made me level 1. Nice credentials, Niels. Yes. There's nobody can match my history. I'm just embarrassed that I can't come to his name. My brain is like applesauce right now. All these dads, Darth Vader, Jesus made me level 1. And we have another follower, Bruce D2, hopped on board the Viking longboat, grab an oar, join the adventure, and welcome. I hope you experience many joyful moments. I think that means we went over 200 followers as well. So if you are following and you like the Facebook page, then you can win a FNM Fatal Push somewhere in the near future. Anyone in Europe can win that one, because I don't have stamps for America. Or the rest of the world. There's more outside of Europe than America, of course. Okay, we're getting a bit of a chatter in the chat. Very good, very good. It's important to have a little chat with everybody. Oi. Streaming full again. Okay. In the meantime, we have a bit of an anticlimactic mid-game. It's still, for a control matchup, this is still mid-game. Like, people can't play a haymaker with a bunch of control backup. So still mid-game here. Okay, Cloud Blazers trade. Those were the only ones that could actually do damage so far. And now passes the turn. So we're still at the same point. At least that gives me some time to fool around with the people in chat. 191 followers according to Twitch. Then we haven't hit 200 yet. No fatal pushes yet. Go find some friends to follow me. To have a chance at winning your fatal push, convince friends or create Russian viewing bot to follow me. Well, that was awkward. I must have an awkward button here. That's pretty awkward. Okay, gifted Etherborn for Peter. Yes, there's also magic going on in the background. Gifted Etherborn for Peter, so something to break the stalemate and force Sander's hand. The sounds don't work anymore. Oh, just a second. There we go. Yes, buttons, all the buttons. Where's my girl? Where's my girl?
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
So the number is 200 that we need to reach to actually give away even more stuff. Oh my god, wait. We have approach of the second sun. On the stack for Sander, does not have mana available, so casting it straight into whatever Peter might bring to the table. tone down. Oh yeah, I accidentally put it on maximum. I know. Yep, adjusted. Let's test. Was that better? Hello Shanids, welcome to the chat. So Sander explaining that even if he counters the spell now, the second time it gets cast, it will still win him the game. You never saw this side of me before. Which one? The one that likes Call Me Maybe? I have a lot of sides. Can't hear, still deaf from earlier. Oh, I'm sorry. Hashtag win for Sander? Yeah. So the approach of the second sun did resolve. As both players are trending upwards in life totals. And I think we have a winner in the last quarterfinal. So Lars won the last quarterfinal. Just a second, I'll be right back. Okay. Apparently they thought they broke the live total viewer, but that's okay. That live total viewer is just like very quietly. Hello, darkness, my old friend. But he's back now. He's okay. Our friend, the live total counter, is online and ready to supply you with all the precious information that you need so dearly. So yes, Lars made it into the semi-final yet, eliminating Dylan. So if anyone is still rooting from the Leuven contingent, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Let's see how Peter will set up the game as the approach of the second sun is looming. Duress from Peter. Perhaps a bit early, but priming for the turn where the approach of the second sun will be coming back again. So what are the archetypes in the top 8? Well, we have Tom on Cyclotron, so that's blue-black cycling control. We have approach of the second sun. Esper, we have Dylan had Esper as well. Michael had Esper as well. Then we have Lars with Topters into the semi-finals. Tace with Mono White Monument into the semi-finals. And Renzo played Enigma Drake. So 6 different archetypes in the top 8. And I think 4 different ones in the top 4. Back home from the event. Hey, welcome summer. Okay, Peter's still trying to figure out how he will resolve this duress here. It's not easy being green. Yeah, right now it's not easy being green. We did have, well, with Dominaria we have Llanowar Elves coming back. That could be a big deal. And yeah, the single forest was kicked out of its chant for top 8 in Steven Snyder. Not the best color right now. Even though I still think that red-green dinosaurs and Merfolk built correctly are definitely playable options in the current meta. Just requires in the case of the Merfolk, a more tempo protection oriented strategy with dive downs and spell pierces. And there's no elves in the rotation right now. Correct, Miss Viking. But that's changing with Dominaria. Then, I don't think we'll go back to the crazy times with Teros, where it was really good. From chat, we tested red-green dinos, wasn't great. Merfolk seemed to do okay, but not as good as the established archetypes, yes. Monument and Blink are two really strong archetypes right now. Blue-black control rounding that up for a very tricolor, a heavy metagame at this point. But like I said, I have faith that Dominaria will shake things up pretty strongly. I think Mono Red is unjustly underrepresented at this point because a few of the more prolific Mono Red players didn't make it to the venue. Yeah, it's with Easter holidays, there's a bunch of people that aren't available to play. Okay, let's see. From time to time I have the feeling that the screen is frozen here, but players are still alive. This match is still going, don't worry. Miss Viking, nice nickname in the chat. There's flirting in the chat now. Well, things are getting heated. Dominaria will make Magic great again. Yes, yes. Oh yes. I'm really looking forward to it. I know who it is. Miss Viking is apparently very curious about who this Mr. Delta Lexi might be. That's why you had only 64 players. Yes, a sad day for Gentry, really. So, Cloud Blazer popping up on the other side of the table. Sorry, I gave it away, Delta. I gave away your deepest, darkest secret. Yeah, he already played that game with me when he first popped into the chat. De Snodacht. We're in Peter's turn right now. And again we see two Cloud Blazers fighting it out in the sky. It's two butterfly women clashing into each other. Their brittle wings broken, crashing to the floor in the most melodramatic of scenes. They're now without children. No, you don't have without orphan children. Standing by the wayside, their man lamenting the woes of their existence. Yeah, I don't know who the dude 13 is either. I'm supposing that the only 64 players is a healthy dose of sarcasm. And also, yes, Miss Viking is correct. It's actually 63. Sailor Moon. It was quite busy, yes. We were 6 people away from actually having to split the event and moving people upstairs to play. So actually, the amount of people we had was quite perfect. Yes, you need 65 players for 7 rounds, but because we had 5 players that had a bye, count double, it's actually virtually 68 players. And yes, this was the biggest Gentry event ever worldwide, as far as I know. Unless something crazy happened in Scotland or Turkey already. I don't have any information on those anymore. Sander, in the meantime, we're really losing track of the match here. Buys count double for the number of players they count for, because it counts as though they play against a player in round 1 that loses and then drops. So there's a virtual extra player for every buy there is in the tournament. mogelijks.
Maar laat ons beginnen. Het gaat een beetje door.
Ja?
Ja, als hij klaar zijn, is gewoon gezet.
Ja. Jullie zijn wel de volgende feature match, dus het is nooit game 2 dan erop. Ja.
Lars, jij mag kiezen.
Okay, so Lars and Thijs will already start playing their semifinals off camera, and we'll move them into the main the feature match for you guys to follow. So we have a bit of alteration. We've seen Tom already, we've seen Sander already. Let's see the other two contestants, so that we don't just feature one side of the bracket, right? I need a loser. Wait, who? You need a. Yeah, the bias. Jesus. I was like, oh my god, that's not being nice. The dude 13. Be nice in my chat. We're all happy Vikings here, not mean Vikings. It's a mirror match. No, Lars is playing blue-red Topters, and Thijs is playing mono-white Monument. So I really want to get some of those matches on screen. Also, Yoda Power, welcome. Oh my god, somebody outed the dude 13 in chat. That's so rude. Nezahal makes a repeat appearance. Nezahal. Typing is getting hard. Secret identities spoiled. Oh my god, shocked faces abound. Master, welcome to the chat. Master. Niels is tired. Yes, I'm very tired. I kind of go a bit hyper when I'm tired. Siren's Ruse on a Ravenous Chupacabra in the hopes of targeting that Nezahal got countered, I think. But I have my head judge here who probably wants to say something. He's undercover table judging from from the feature match. You can keep an eye on the players, unseen, hidden but dangerous. Okay. So, not sure what happened. I think the Siren's Ruse got countered, so that Nezahal actually resolved. Also, don't forget. Approach of the Second Sun has already been cast once this game. And there's a Scribe of the Mindful there, so Sander has 2 attempts to force that through. Actually, the Siren's Ruse apparently resolved, blinked the Ravenous Chupacabra, and that killed the Nezahal. Sander choosing not to discard 3 cards, even though he has 8 cards in hand. Sander has 8 cards in hand. Sander has 8 cards in hand. You're talking to me? No, I'm not talking to you. So apparently so the judge is just interjecting to fix the missing cards. It's just a little warning and discard a card. Yeah, so this is a second warning for Sander. He has to be a bit more careful right now, because next warning for a game rule violation could lead to a game loss here. This is the last quarterfinal. In the meantime, the other semi-final is playing. That's Lars versus Thijs, and we have Tom de Waal waiting for the winner of this match. He got a warning for not discarding down to 7 cards. Kids these days, so greedy. The 4th Dusk Legion Zealot jumps in, and we have approach of the Second Sun the second time. Peter, what you got? That's a negate. Negate gets negated. apparently Peter has another negate in hand. Okay, the negate got negated and then he negated it again. But there is still the Scribe of the Mindful on that battlefield, ready to bring back the approach of the second sun for another attempt next turn. So Peter will need another counter spell available to him. Let's have a quick look at his deck list to see how many he has access to. Peter Steenbeek has 2 negates on site, a cancel, another negate in the main board, so that's 3 negates and a cancel. And that's all that can counter a approach of the second sun. Casts Scarab God. Casts Scarab God. Just to bring back a Ravenous Chupacabra from the graveyard. Use that Ravenous Chupacabra to kill the Scribe of the Mindful and take away that avenue. Taking away that avenue for Sander.
Ik weet echt dat niet, hè? In welke tijd zegt je dat?
Apparently there's a very funny interaction going on.
Ik ben een keeper.
Very funny interaction happening in the semi-finals in the pre-game procedure. We'll get later on. Does the approach need to resolve? Yes, the second time it needs to resolve. It doesn't need to resolve the first time because it checks if it was cast before, not if it resolved before. So that's how it works. Then cast out on the Scarab God for Sander, but his whole plan was hinging on that approach of the second sun. Stupid cast out barbarian. I was hinging on that approach, so he has to rescope the plan. And again, we had this scenario last time already. At some point, Sander runs out of ways he can actually win a game. He doesn't have that many permanents or spells that can actually win him the game. Cleansing Ray from Peter tries to liberate the Scarab God, but that doesn't work. Got countered, but I didn't catch with what. 4/4 Chupacabra is coming in. That was reanimated by the Scarab God. Now Peter is looking in pretty good shape. Sander still has not played his Fumigate with all the fumes. So that's another reset button he has available to them. We are going to stop the other semi-finals. So we are guaranteeing you that we are showing that second game at least. They're playing the first game, but
Unless they play 2 games really quickly.
no, we stopped them after game 1. Yeah. So they can play and finish game 1, but not start game 2. Just to guarantee some more spectatorship, because we're doing this for you guys. You're important to us. You're our special little snowflakes that need cultivation. Cultivating a snowflake. I'm full of shit right now. Okay, Fumigate resolved. Resetting the board. That is very much in Sander's favor. Who is now, I think, holding another Scribe of the Mindful. Yes, that's another Scribe of the Mindful. Scarab God is back though, and will be doing his Scarab God thing, bringing back little friends. There are Ravenous Chupacabras in there, but Sander has cast out plus Scribe available to him. Is now presenting the choices that Peter has. I think the option is Nezahal or Cloud Blazer here. Did the animated Chupacabra go to the graveyard? Judge, can you check if there's an Chupacabra actually exiled that was already reanimated with Scarab God? Okay, apparently it was exiled. Yeah, okay, just checking because we weren't sure. So yes, the Ravenous Chupacabra was properly exiled. Okay, so now the plan is exile the Scarab God. In order to clear a path for the scribe. Peter reanimates the scribe for himself. And we'll be bringing back Nezahal as well. So 4/4 uncounterable Nezahal. I hope he doesn't activate the ability, because that doesn't do much, except you lose it anyway. I whispered because I was trying to be mysterious. So now he reconsiders, takes a Cloud Blazer instead. Okay, chup, chup, 2 cards from the Cloud Blazer. Mysterious Whisper, yes, very mysterious. Exiles the Scarab God. So Peter can't cast any additional copies of the Scarab God anymore. Oh, and Sander passes the turn here, so he wants to play the Scribe with some backup. He has the life total to wait the turn, and the game kind of hinges on this. Maybe he really wants to discard 3 cards. That's true. That's possible. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you need to step into the ring and discard 3 cards. Other times you actually want to win the game and don't do silly shit like that. I mean silly poopy. I should have a button for this. If you guys aren't laughing, I'll just make the imaginary people laugh for me. Twilight Prophet. Prophet for Peter gets met with an Essence Scatter. This taps Peter out almost completely. So Scribe into protection is a possible avenue for Sander. Why is there... what? Essence Scatter. Okay, Scribe gets Essence Scattered. And I'm afraid that was Sander's avenue to still win this match. So it's going to be very difficult for him to find a solution here. Cast out to exile the 4/4. Yeah, permanently exiled. Gifted Etherborn. So Sander will have to be digging quite strongly now. I do wonder, with Nezahal gone, with Approach of the Second Son now being gone, he only has 2 scribes. His only real victory condition he has left is Torrential Gearhulk. So I'm afraid that at this point Sander might be mathematically eliminated from having a chance to win this match, but it wouldn't be the first time that I say a match is over and then the other guy wins. Hieroglyphic Illumination. Yeah, but even the Gearhulk at this point isn't really a solution when there's a gifted Etherborn on the other side of the table. And also, it's not like Peter won't be doing anything anymore. And Peter will also have some more disenchant effects already. He has Forsake the Worldly available to... no, that's the Sander. Peter has... yeah, Peter should still have Forsake the Worldly hiding somewhere. Yes, this game is still going. And going. And going. Yeah, approaches a sorcery, otherwise Torrential Gear Hulk would be game here. Or possibly be game here. Hulk in hand, Hulk on the battlefield. Hope is gone. This is actually the last quarterfinals. The semifinals is currently in game 1. Lars versus Thijs, that's Mono White Monument, versus Blue Red Topters. So Tom de Waal is waiting for this match to end to know who he will be playing against. But like I said earlier, at this point I think Sander has exhausted his possibilities to win, as Peter gets a Profane Procession to add insult to injury, really. Untimed, correct. We might want to reconsider that in the future. No, we don't. The head judge decided we don't reconsider that. So we have from the chat getting a bit back on the game, but niet oké dat hij Nizhal kan switchen voor Cloud Braces. Zijn kost is al betaald van Scarabgold en hij heeft al een kaart gekozen, zijn de Nizhal. We're a lot more lenient on what is actually a definitive choice and what is not. So in any level this interaction would be okay, as there is no prompting from the opponent to actually respond. He's still looking at the cards, checking what is the effect here. So no, it's no longer the cold hard rules that it was once upon a time, where if you made any semblance of a choice or a decision, you were locked into that. We left that behind us a long time ago. Apparently Alot is also a subscriber, so I think I've been missing some of the subscriber announcements. That's very unfortunate. I'm gonna have to look into that. Or he might be a subscriber but not subscribing to me. But I have no idea how that works. Like I said, Twitch affiliate, I'm very new at this. Stop trying to steal my cookies. Profane Procession has taken the Gear Hulk. So at this point, it's also not like it's going to matter much, and we are being a bit more lenient here with the feature match to have a more organic game rather than being rules lawyery, but still pretty sure that at any stage we have another tire sub, so we do get a notification. Ramiro, oh, I missed your name. Ramiro Jeez, I can't read anymore. Ramiro Sayas just subscribed with a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much for the support. Grab an oar and join us in the Longhouse. Another subscription with Twitch Prime from Millen Hero. Thank you very much for the support. It's like I said, Not sure what that effect is yet. Still need to look into that. I know it's a big deal. That I know. It's not something I expected at this point. So thank you very much, everybody. Ramirols, okay. Laurent, okay. I'll just say Laurent in the future. Thank you very much for the subs, people. Andries. So yeah, if you don't mind me using your names. And we had the Fragmentize. Like I mentioned earlier, at some point that Scarab God was going to get unlocked from his excellent binding. And we have the handshake from Sander, so let's move. Okay, let's bust out the tunes. Bust out tunes. Because it's been too quiet here for too long. Here, have some tunes. Tuney. There we go. And have a look at that bracket over there. So we had a bunch of matches, and we have another notification. Black Angel B decided to follow Summer. Thank you very much for the subscription. What the hell is going on? I'm not ready for this. I need to do the